flash of blood, and a working brain is everything I got. Got the words, just not the muscles to speak out. Once your silence rings around you, seems so loud. Locked in, stuck in myself, my skin, it's my present self. No home by the zoo. Automatic noises, messengers of doom. No soul by my side. Talk to myself so I don't lose my mind. Got the will, just not the strength to end this now. Once your silence rings around you, seems so loud. Locked in, stuck in myself, my skin, my present self, and I'm sucked in this world too loud, and I'm locked in. Goodbye, farewell. Locked in, stuck in myself, my skin, it's my present self, and I'm stuck in this world too loud, and I'm locked in. Goodbye, farewell.
Hello, YouTube people who want to know about big ass guitars. I'm here with the silver thing by Hagstrom. It's the Fantomen, which I know very little about other than that. Look at how freaking big that thing is. Now, this is a explorery Firebirdy kind of a thing, and all I'm saying is it's not a Stratocaster or Les Paul, so shape-wise with a. But look at the nice. This is kind of bendy and not straighty, and then the shaping is unique and odd and sexy, and you're gonna be annoyed by this pickguard because can I blind you? Wait, here we go. Ooh, come on, are you blinded? Blinded by the light. Get it? It's a song that I wrote. So this is the signature guitar of some dude in some band that I don't know. And I don't care. Because I'm looking at guitars not as who plays them, but I'm looking at guitars by if they're good. So this could be good. Let's find out. So what we have here is the Hagstrom Fantomen. It's, I'm going to have to look at stats because I don't know them. I'm not a stat guy. I just play. It's a mahogany body and a glued-in set neck mahogany neck. Actually, all the Hagstroms, like this Ultra Max and the Alba that I looked at, they're all set neck. So we have a set neck, mahogany, resonator, wood, whatever that means. It looks, something could be a composite kind of to replace rosewood. Pearloid block inlays, which I like because they're rounded off on the edges, so they're not just sharp blocks. Come on, that's kind of cool, right? Like rounded off blocks. Then we have an H expander truss rod. I have no idea what that means. 22 medium frets, and we have a scale length of 25.5. In Europe, that would be 1.5 middle-aged flounders. 43 millimeters up here. Griff bred radius, I was gonna read. Fretboard radius of 381 millimeters. I have no idea what that is in freaky deaky stuff. Graphtec saddle. Justin from Graphtec, how are you doing? Then we have 2 Lundgren Design El Nico humbuckers. Lundgren Design. Apparently, some Swedish dude who knows about pickups. Way to go, Mr. Lundgren. 2-volume, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. 2-tone, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. Whereas the tone has a pushy, individual pushy-pulley for halfy, the picky, uppy. Coil split, I'm going to say. It doesn't say there, but I'm going to go with coil split. But individually selectable with the tone knobbies. We have a 3-way toggle. We have chrome hardware. That is wrong because I'm looking at the white one. This is the one that I don't see on this website right here. Because it is sparkly silver. Sparkle! Look at it. Look at all the sparkly silver. And it's got a mirror pickguard. So you can blind your audience. And it's interesting because everything in the guitar is rounded off in sexy roundness. And then the pickguard is very sharply cut right here with a very pointy thing there. Kind of, it's a cool design, which this kind of looks very aggressive when the rest of the guitar is all smooth and wave-like. Why not? It's definitely a unique instrument. And I'm sorry I'm looking right past the camera because I'm looking at the guitar in the screen in front of me so that I know what I'm talking about. Because if I'm looking down here, you can't hear me and all that. You know, you've got to learn how to YouTube correctly. If I talk down here, you can't hear me because the mic's up there. But if I talk up here, it's good. But then I have to look over there. But I can't look and it's difficult. It's not like the salt mines, okay? But I mean, come on, it's difficult. The whole guitar feels a little bit SG-ish in the way that everything is kind of to the left. So when it's on your lap, I'm used to playing like this. Here you have to adjust a little bit to the left. So even though it's a 25.5 inch scale, it will feel as if the F is a little bit over here, which is traditional, which is normal for certain types of guitars. I always call it the SG effect because on SG, everything is further this way. A little bit bigger headstock. It's the Hagstrom headstock, which I think on this guitar, because the whole guitar is bigger, actually is a nice offset. Weird though, that on this guitar, the Hagstrom isn't written here, but here, because now this is just a lot of empty space. Weird. We have a 2-ply, and you know, here 2-ply, here and a 1-ply, kind of a binding. Let's look at the 2-ply and the 1-ply. 2-ply, look at it, isn't that sexy? And then, very nice. So let's look at the tuners. The non-locking, which in its price range, which we'll get to in a second, is okay. But their ratio. They're non-locking, but their ratio with the typical Hagstrom stair step. So when I took pictures yesterday, I was like, wait, why is there a dot on those tuners? I'm like, wait, that's the dot that usually is on the ratio tuners. So I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, those are Graphtec ratios, which are my favorite tuners. So already a win. It looks huge. It doesn't weigh a ton. Actually, the Ultra Max is heavier than this. It's not a super thick body. It's a comfortable guitar to play. It is big. It's gonna make you look very unique on stage. And that's the whole idea. Let's stand out, especially with a pickup that you can blind your audience with and the silver sparkle. So we're gonna go sounds. Right now we're gonna start with the Syn 50 head, with the BBBE module. The BB side of that module, it's right under the Soldano there, is very Fenderish, and that's what we're gonna start with in the neck position. And here we go. It's a beautiful clean. If I put some delay on that, it gets more beautifuler. Let's make that tappy. What I would do if I want to strum it. In Hamburg, it's always a little bit too overwhelming, but here, it's a little bit too thin in the middle. So if I wanted to strum acoustic-y or clean stuff, front, tap, that's beautiful. Very nicely done. Middle in Hamburger Hamburger. And bridge. The neck. People ask me about the neck. Well, it's a good chunk of neck. It's a little bit thicker. I don't know if this is C or a D. I don't know those things. It's tough to say. It looks like this. Here we go. There's the neck. What do I know? That's what that looks like. It's definitely, you have quite a bit of wood in your hand. As on the other Hagstroms, the headstock's not mega angled and the neck is a little bit chunkier, but it gets thinner up here. And I would like a volute. I want to see a teta de guitarra. It's just, it makes sense. You know, I'm not saying this is gonna break. This is a good chunk of wood, but it's with an angled headstock like this, just protect your guitar, put a little bit of a volute there and you're good. So where are these made? Actually made in Indonesia, right there. Price point. Well, the white one clocks in at $769, the black one at $698, which is weird. It says the black one has a roller bridge. Long travel tunomatic. That's not a long travel tunomatic. I think that's wrong. I'm looking at Thomann. I think that's a wrong description. Because that's really just a normal tunomatic bridge. So let's say they range from 700 to 800. Where the silver one sits, I have no idea because I don't see that there. So there you go. But let's say $7.99, which is absolutely okay. Comes in a cardboard box, no gig bag, no case. You can get a matching gig bag. Actually, yeah, let me see, because there's links to that. But that's the Thomann Extreme Style guitar bag. It's not a Hagstrom bag for $20. I would possibly want a more better gig bag for this guitar. The matching Hagstrom Fantomen case, which is very nice with leather and all that stuff, clocks in at $150. That must be a huge ass case considering how big this guitar is. Do you want to lug that around? Would be cool to find a higher quality Explorer case for this. That's what I would recommend. A gig bag. Because, well, the Hagstrom case looks very nice, but again, very big, very heavy, very likely. I don't know, I don't have it. But it looks really, really solid. So, we have cleans. We're going to go to, what are those other things? Distorties? Let's do distorties. Gonna start with a little bit of distorty, which is the Morgan AC20 right behind me, which is a Vox type sound. And sounds like so. It's well-rounded, it's balanced, it's all there. Of course, if you have a super mega high-end guitar, you expect that. But in this price range, what I'm looking for, is it filling? Is the note separation there? Do any frequencies stand out that would bug me? No, they don't. It's all there. Let's go to the Marshall JCM 800. Something like this. Nice. Fun. And isn't that what it's all about? Houston Kettner Black Spirit 200 on the Crunch channel. that works. We're gonna go into the, what is that? What's the Jitsi di Emilia, which might be a good amp in this price range. I haven't said it, but you're hearing the Tone King 112 mic with a Lewitt MTP 440 and the Universal Audio aux with the 412 Greenback loaded cab mixed together. Very nice and dynamic. I like that. What do we have? Oh yeah, the Mini Marshall Plexi, right there. No idea what I'm playing. I really have no clue what I'm doing. That's very nice. Let's do this. Guitar has a lot more to offer than you would think based on the shape and all this. Now, let's go into the BE mode on the Synergy module to get some gain and see how it chunks. Nice, that major 7 on the G does beautifully. Oftentimes these chords sound too dissonant. This works really well. I'm impressed. And here we have the Rev 100p. What's that so heavy? So, you've heard a lot. Now, who is this guitar for? Well, it's a signature guitar, so it's for the guy that plays it, of that band that I don't know. So that's who it's for. What does he play? I don't know, you know that. That's why you're probably here. So don't hate me for not knowing who that is. I'm judging the guitar, and it is way more flexible than you would think. I would think it's like this fat rock monster thing. Yes, it is. It doesn't have a lot of super mega bite, but yet it's got definition. Those drop D chords with the thirds in them, even at higher gain, they were super clear. So that was pretty phenomenal, I gotta say. In terms of cleans and overdriven sounds, with the options of having the 2 different splits and then 3 positions, there's a lot more in there than you would think from looking at this. If you're looking for something sleek and easily maneuverable, that's not your beast, because look at it. It's a paddle, it's gigantic, but it definitely is going to stand out on stage. So if you look, I think classic rock stuff, heavy rock, grungy stuff, and of course, all these stoner fuzz things and all these, all the styles that I don't know. I think this covers a lot. Does it cover metal? I think it can, but you have to get a little bit of the bite out there. You have to get a little bit of the bitey aggression out there. I think Hagstrom's are a lot about roundness, and metal is not. Metal is about leaner in the bass, yes, trust me, leaner in the bass, and getting the bite out, which I think with the right amp, yes, this can do it, but I don't think it has to. Let it be what it is. A big rock monster. For a I'm going to say, very fair price. Whether or not you want to lug this big-ass thing around, that's up to you. You're definitely going to stand out on stage, especially with the mirror, pickguard, and the silver. So that's what I got to say about it. I can't find anything wrong with it. Just good. It's fun. Looks unique. Has a lot of sounds. What else do you want to know? It's under $1,000. So grab one if you like what I heard and what you see. The links are below. I am legally obligated to tell you that Hagstrom, or the distributor, Musikmeier, is compensating me for this video. Please don't let that distract you from believing me. If so, that's up to you. If you've seen enough of my videos, you know that I can't be bought. If you don't believe me, that's up to you. Well, from here, HB42 Studios and the banana sweater, banana shirt, Leslie in there switching, and the dogs, I'm gonna say, Tier am Ende.
I don't like your